Hello, my name is Brian Abbott, and we are Vertec, a vertically integrated or integratable cannabis extraction company. The specifics. So what exactly is the art of extracting cannabis? What is BHO? What does it mean? What exactly is the process, and what are we trying to do, and what is the product that we're creating? That's what I'll explain to you next. Our first steps will be to conquer and commercialize the process of BHO, or butane hash oil, which is the system you see to the right there. It's a closed-loop butane system which allows us to utilize the butane to separate the compounds from the material, and then we can actually cycle out the butane again, making it a safe product to use, and we can store that butane again for use later. And these iterations can be done over and over again with almost little to no loss. As a result, this product can be sold to a niche market who likes to vaporize concentrates because it's a much safer product to ingest. It does 5% of the actual damage to your lungs, so it's safe. This product is also activated and can be used into other products such as cookies and edibles and candies and stuff like that. Anything that utilizes a fat-soluble mixture such as butter or an oil. And then we can also turn this product into other things such as smokable products like pre-rolls or concentrate infused papers in which people like to smoke their flower with as well. With alcohol extraction later on that we do plan on developing as we do gain the capital for it. Rick Simpson oil, which is a highly concentrated form of the entire cannabis plant, can then be extracted, in which we use ethanol, which is an even safer process than what we're using now, but it'll just have a little bit of a higher overhead. But with the suggesting overhead, let's move to the problem and describe how we actually plan to solve it utilizing this BHO, butane hash oil, closed loop extraction system. So what is the problem or gap, and how do we plan to solve it? Right now, current vertical integration within the cannabis industry is all willy-nilly. Multiple farms supply multiple wholesalers who supply multiple businesses, so on and so forth. So why vertical integration? We plan to bring extraction to vertical integration because the cannabis business, because it eliminates the need for multiple product sources and the possible variables that come with that. You would have to source your cannabis from multiple sources, which means you're waiting to pay and to receive that product. And upon waiting for that, you then receive the product and you have to also ship it off to the extraction company to extract it. So there's a already incoming and shipping and then another receiving within one product already, and we look to eliminate that. So there's no more sourcing, there's faster cash flow. It's going to be way quicker. So the actual integration of businesses looks more like this. We have multiple farms, there's multiple storage or wholesalers with an extraction edible cartridge and miscellaneous companies being in between there, but any of those companies have to work with each other. So all of those farms supply your wholesalers, but those farms can also supply your retailers. So there's also a loophole there because your retailers also need just regular flower material as well. The storage can then ship onto your extraction edible and cartridge companies, or from wholesaling can also go to retailer as well. So they also have the options of buying from storage, from wholesalers, or from the farms themselves. So it's just multiple customers that we have to worry about. That just needs to be eliminated. And then along those lines, if you're going through extraction, the edibles companies have to source their extract from the extraction companies. Cartridges have to do the same. All those other product companies have to do the same as well. So extraction integration and why? Who exactly needs this? So as a real life story, my current retailer that I work with here in Oregon is noticing an influx of flower product. Meanwhile, no savings when sending our flower to be extracted. So a lot more product and no savings for being able to make it easier to deal with doesn't make sense. So the owners of the Oregon retailers are wanting to shift to extracting their own material to eliminate the cost of creating an in-house cash flow between their own divisions. So in order to produce their own products, say edibles and stuff like that, if they actually extract their own product, they can move from flower to extraction to creating the edible instantaneously without having to go through shipping and purchasing and having to wait for that cash and the payment. So it makes sense for vertical structures. This is just going to be the easiest route for them to maintain their commercialized product. So our solution eliminates the need for sourcing extracted products for vertically integrated cannabis business. We will create a template for an extraction division that require low overhead and almost no operational costs. By introducing an extraction division, the need to ship or source material to be extracted is not needed. Current market trends suggest over a 35% loss by sourcing extracted material. There'd be no need for multiple producers or wholesalers because our own inventory would be used for production needs. It reduced time, cost, and labor. It's so important.